Hello, good morning, good afternoon.
Good evening.
Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
Today is our Play Today practice where we'll take 15 or 20 minutes, play with your body weight strength, and work on some hand balancing skills like our handstand. The handstands won't come till later. Let's prepare first. Play along, breathe, rotate your head and necks. Crawl. And then we'll get to the crazier stuff later. So from here, take your time, get to the floor anyhow that's appropriate for you with those wide open hands. With wide open hands, gripping the fingertips to the floor, screw those blood donations forward and make any wardrobe adjustment you need to be comfortable and check in. So from here, my blood donations forward, my shoulders are pulled out of my ears, and then we'll get into that first knuckle push-up. Crack, crack. If that's too much pressure, too much tension, and having a hard time doing that, if you move back with the shoulders beyond those wrists, that might be a little bit more accessible and available to do the first knuckle push-up. Personally, that's too easy, and you want to find that Goldilocks zone that it adds that nice challenge and builds that stretch and strength through the wrists. Take time returning those heels to the floor and do that one more time.
Heel of the palms.
The heel of the palm. So open up those first knuckles, spread that energy across, and then down. From there, we'll do a quarter turn at those wrists. I'll push away from Lauren to go towards Lauren here. And then I'll push towards Lauren through my right hand to travel to the other side. Press through the fingertips to transfer that weight going the other direction. And then alternate for a couple more. Keep that head neck neutral. Try to keep your hips center as to avoid that sway or leading with the hips. One more each. Turn those fingertips white, elbows straight as you press across the floor. Return to center. Then do one more quarter turn at those hands, fingertips facing behind, and gently put pressure into the index fingers. Relax that. Then go to the middle fingers. Relax that. Then the ring. Chill that. Pinkies, thumbs, and then just put pressure in all those digits, and then slowly bend the elbow and peel the palm off, trying to keep all those fingers on the floor for as safely long as possible, and end with just a little bit of the flick and the shake. From here, take your time getting into a lunge stance out front. Hike a hip, level a hip, tuck a hip, get those hips sitting nice and level and nice and square. From here, pull the front heel back as you reach forward, and then push the front foot forward as you go back. Repeat for 2 more. Pull the front heel back, squeezing your back butt cheek, and then push forward to get back to stack. Repeat that 1 more time. Out to the front and then side. From here, let's just open up towards the side. Make sure that we can have forward-facing hips and shoulders. And then from here, pull the heel to the opposite knee, encouraging the dorsiflexion over here, and then push back. About 2 more. Pull, push, feel some nice tension, build some strength in those hips, and then 1 more time. Same thing. Encourage the knee to go over the toe, push to center, then toe ball heels to center, and then try to keep touching the floor as we extend that hip underneath. Same thing, alternate to the other side. The level, the hike, the slight tuck under. Need a little bit more room there, sorry, Lauren. And then from here, pull the front heel back as you squeeze your back butt cheek forward, providing that dorsiflexion look on the ankle and knee, and then push forward to come back. Repeat for 2 more. Keep the back butt cheek squeezing, pull the heel back as the knee goes over the toe, and push. My heel was about to come off the ground there, and I'm really trying hard to keep that front heel onto the ground as I pull back. And then push. And then lastly here, wiggle that out to the side. Make sure that those hips again are sitting level. And then pull the heel to the opposite knee, dorsiflexion on the ankle, and then push away to get tall. 2 more. Pull in, say hello to those hips. Push away. And then last one, create that tension to support, and then press to tall. From there, heel toe to center, and then underneath. Could you share with us, Lauren, that hover all fours shoulder blades movement? Get those shoulders going.
Great. Let's do it first without the hover, though, just to learn our movement. Just got to really make sure shirt's tucked in. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I'd like you to tuck your toes, though, if possible, as well. Now, to explore the movement first, let's shrug our shoulders up into our ears like I don't know. Then press the floor away so that your blades come around your rib cage. Then pull your shoulders down into their lat side pockets. Then retract your shoulder blades, pinching a pencil between them. Repeat the same direction. I don't know. Press the floor away. Pull the shoulders down. Retract them together. Now reverse it. Pull them down. Press away. Shrug. Retract, pinching the pencil together. One more time. Pull down. Press away. I don't know. Retract together. Just come off your hands for a second. As you're doing that too, making sure it's the blades doing the work and not your spine moving. If that was enough for you, stay doing the same thing. If you want a little added bonus, we're going to do that from our hover position. Toes tuck, shoulders packed, knees lift about 1 or 2 inches off the floor. I don't know, shrug. Press away. Pull your shoulders down. Retract them together. Shrug. Press. Pull down. Retract together. Reverse it. Pull down. Press away. Elevate. Retract. Pull down. Press away. Elevate. Retract. Find the floor. That's right.
Fire's burning on those elbows. From here, let's get into a lunge stance, single leg out in front. From there, open towards the side. From here, are your shoulders square? Square those up. Hinge on those hips. 2 hands temporarily on the ground.
Oh, I did some strength and swings last night.
Take the hand lateral and across the body. Keep your head looking on the ground between the knee and the hand on the floor. Rotate the upper body to face the knee to the side. And at the shoulder, if it's shrugged, let's pull that down. From here, add a rotation where we get back towards square or parallel with the floor. And then could you go 1 more degree, trying to overcross or rotate just a little bit further. 1 more of those. Push the floor away like we're growing out of that handstand. Keep the head looking at the hand on the ground. From here, pull tension in that armpit, rotate across, maybe place 2 hands on the ground, and then extend those hips to tall. Wiggle to center, keep contact as allowed, and bring under. Switch. Level hips, wiggle out to the side, hips forward, shoulders forward, set up the hinge, 2 hands on the ground. From here, the leg that's lateral, take that same arm, cross the body, push the floor away, continue to look at the hand and rotate through the rib cage. From here, pull the shoulders back towards parallel with the floor, and then maybe 1 more degree. Keep the head stable, don't let that move. Then 1 more time, same thing. As you reach away, pushing into the floor, screwing in the hand, just like the handstands. And then pull yourself towards parallel. 2 hands on the ground. Extend those hips forward. Square up the lunge. And then bring a leg underneath. From here, let's take some time off those hands. Lauren will coach us into our our hollow hold. And then we'll get into some 3-point planks.
To the back, to the back. All right, 2 rounds. First round, little bit of a warm-up. Lying on your back, arms out, extended at your sides, palms face up. Let's break this down first with our top half. Take your rib cage and your head, using your core, pull your head and shoulders up off the floor, holding that top hollow position, if you will, and keep holding and keep breathing underneath that shield for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down. If that was enough, repeat the same. If you'd like to add more, lift up again. Then could we pull one knee up over our hip and then tap it down and switch legs? And tap and switch. Then tap and switch. Now could we hold both knees up over our hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, control down and relax. We'll do a more advanced version next time.
Right
Until
on.
then.
So from here, we'll flip over into that planking or planche position. So wide open hands, lengthen out into our high plank. From here, we're going to commit to keep touching the floor. Maybe Lauren, come forward just a little bit. So keep touching the floor. As you press the floor forward, flick the toe and get to that tripod, down dog or 3-point planche. Then from here, pull on the floor to extend in the wrists, making sure the shoulders feel safe and strong here. Then push the floor forward, that you go back, and just like I heard at Lauren there, point that toe. Then pull on the ground, planche position, and then push the floor forward, pointing the toe to go back, pull forward, and repeat. One more time here. Push the floor away, flick the toe, find center, pull to high planche, hold for an extra second or two, and then knees down. Let's get to our back one more time.
To the back, to the back. Lying on your back. If that hollow hold was good, do the same thing. If we want a little bonus towards our handstand, arms out to the side first, ribs lift up, knees come up. Maybe this is where you stay. If you'd like more, slowly extend those legs out. Maybe take the arms overhead. Hold for 10 seconds. Toes pointed, legs tight together, core braced, and breathe. If I lifted your legs all the way up to the ceiling, you'd be a handstand, or I could pull your arms up to the ceiling and you'd stand on your feet for 3, 2, pull to center, and relax.
Whew. Nice.
Yeah.
From here, let's go back to that 3-point plank. So high planks position with those wide open hands like in a warm up, like that move. Then again, set up that high planks position. Push through the floor with those hands. You can shrug those shoulders and then pull the shoulders out of the armpits as we go forward. Then push forward to go back. Finish with that pointed toe. Pull on the ground to come forward.
Make sure you're keeping those hips square to the ground.
Push forward. Can you get that heel on the floor, actually on the floor? Holy calves, hamstrings on that if you can. And then again, last one for 4, or our 4th repetition here. And then pull forward, hold your plank for an extra second or two, and then nice and slow, enjoy that straight leg stretch up. Nice and slow again, as we say that quite often, to stack and stay strong. A little shake up.
Shake.
Like working on those other kinds of balances as we work on our hand balances. So let's do 2 quick sets of a toe balance integrated with a crawl. First, Lauren, take us into that toe balance.
Feet parallel. From here, let's find our balance first by pushing down to grow up tall. Just root yourself here. So I'm pushing down into the floor. I'm pulling my kneecaps up, squeezing my glutes, bracing my core like I did in my hollow hold for 3, 2. Now keep that tension. Keep your knees straight and slowly start finding your heels towards the floor. Toes stay heavy, knees stay straight. Toes stay heavy, knees stay straight. Soft landing. Knees push over toes. Find the heels leaving, so you're back on the balls of your feet. Then heels will come back down. extend to tall. Repeat again, same move. Knees push over toes. Heels start to lift to find the balls of your feet. 3, 2, heels find the floor. Extend up. This time continue pressing away to your tall balance. Now can you press those knees forward? Then heels will find the floor. And then extend up. One more time like that. Roll up. Knees press forward. Heels find the floor. And then extend to tall.
Great. One last little movement to play around with here in our crawls. Using wrists, using those wrists as we articulate away across the floor. So setting up your hinge or your fold, get down to an all-fours position. A nice beginner modification could be keeping your knees down the entire time, while advanced versions include hovering or keeping the knees up the whole time. From here, I often would start with my hands in a staggered stance. So my right hand is just a little bit ahead of my left.
Are your knees too?
From here, elevate, and then the hand that's behind, so in this case my left, like our first knuckle push-up, push to the index fingers, flick the wrist, and then land, fingertip for knuckle line, heel out front. Pull off the ground, fingertips, knuckle line, heel. Pull off the ground, articulate through the wrist, fingertips, knuckle, heel. Pull off the ground, fingertips, knuckle, heel. Nice and control. Look for the stability, the articulation, and the control. Maybe continue in the front direction or try in reverse. Small strides, think pushing from the heel to the fingertips.
Heel of the palm.
Heel of the palm. Thank you for the qualification there. Last one. And then from there, just take your time, tailbone to ceiling, either your hinge or your fold, but try to stay away from some of those hybrids.
No hybrids here.
And shake. And one more time on that little toe balance.
Tall, tall. Let's push away the floor again right away. Grow up to that balance point. This time, knees push forward a little bit, but now, right now I'm broken. I see a knee, hips underneath me, shoulders. Can we try to create a straight line from our knees, hips, and shoulders for 3, 2. Now can you drive out of that straight line to another straight line and then slowly descend. Keep your toes heavy, knees straight. Try that same straight line from here. Heels stay down, knees push forward, hips push forward, shoulders in line. And then extend up out of that, making sure you're not arching your low back. Repeat the same thing from the toes. Tuck, so ribs to hips first. Squeeze your glutes. Keep that nice long line. Maybe sink a little lower, but be able to get up out of it. And then knees straight, toes heavy, slow down. One more time from our flat feet. Knees push forward, hips extend forward. Hold. You're going to find a place that your ankles won't go any further. Maybe you could roll to those toes. Whew. Then come back up to heels and then extend through. Whew.
Yes. To finish today's practice, Lauren and I are going to go back and forth with some of our favorite entries.
Of handstands.
Of handstands.
Hand trees.
Lauren, we'll start with that tripod kick up. Do about 5. I'll do about 5. Then we'll do our couple step-ins, finish with some tucks, and it'll be time to head out of here for today.
And if you're not into handstands, go back to that down dog 3-point plank, bear crawl, elephant crawl. Here I go. Do some handstands.
So
what am I doing? Kicking up or coming down? Or holding?
Kick-ups. Prioritize as kick-ups. 1/1000 at the top maybe, and then down. What Lauren does so well, among other things, includes extending the shoulders over those wrists. Set up in that super strong position for beautiful repetitions in that handstand.
Too much.
And a little bit too much now and then is all right too.
Your turn.
My turn.
So if you're crawling, crawl for the time one of us does the handstands, and then break with the other person. Oops, watch out for windows.
I'm fine.
I know, but just be safe.
Okay.
Those windows are old. Pressing the floor away, stacking, thinking of that hollow hold we did earlier, and then also our toe balances, growing up to the ceiling to find that balance. Last one or two.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Great. Maybe
So-
trying a new curl, trying a new entry here. I'm going to kick in.
Get that kick up crawl going. Kick up handstand next. So you can see Lauren sets up with that gorgeous toe point out front and the hands with elevated shoulders reaching to the ceiling. We aren't giving ourselves a ton of rest here. Please take more rest as you need, but just work on that nice continuous effort to kick up. Just stay strong.
I'm alternating legs too.
I saw that earlier today too. So maybe pick your favorite leg first,
One more.
but definitely start to play with your other side. So it just becomes your other side and not your
Less
other words for
favored
other
side.
sides. Here we go, same
Hands
thing.
turn. Stepping into that handstand, but then also pushing out of it, like we practiced in that bear crawl. Use your hands to push yourself back to standing. Nice. Remember to breathe occasionally. It's always helpful. Take your time. If wrists are done, watch, hang out, sit in your splits.
Ooh.
Take a second off.
Right on. And then our last version of that handstand for today is the tuck. For that, hold your hip flexors in nice and tight like a cannonball. And for 4 or 5 repetitions, try to get your butt
I swung last night.
over top.
These legs feel the
So again,
swings.
What you did yesterday will either help or maybe interfere with how you feel in today's practice. But we're okay. We'll keep working on our consistent efforts for our strength.
1 second, I gotta do one more, but
Having fun in our
keep it
handstand
PG
tuck,
here.
and try to finish just kind of like that on a great looking rep. Okay, here we go.
So just like my favorite entry into the handstand, make sure you're pressing the floor right away, stacking the shoulders. I will say what's really hard with that tuck, great job, Ian, is, sorry, just adjusting here. What's really hard with that tuck is trying to keep your elbows straight when you jump up. It's very challenging for me. Maybe that's a little bit of upper body, a little bit of lower body strength,
Last one.
a little bit of practice, all the above. Try not to extend out of your tuck position. Nice. Ah, that was a good one. Good one to end on.
Yes. Ooh, a little bit of that head rush there as we finish. So today we played.
We played.
How about you?
I played.
I would have liked to play more of my handstands, but I'll just have to wait till Saturday morning. Join us live at 8 a.m. on YouTube and with your membership from Bars and Bells, or visit the archive as well. It'll be there forever. Thank you very much for following along. My name's Ian.
I'm Lauren.
Together we play and stay strong. Take care of your bodies
And
and
your
be
minds.
aware. You got it. So thank you so much for following along again. We'll be here later this week. Have a good day. Bye.